Earth was doing well. We were living happily. Everything was fine. We were very close to travel to Mars, when then, suddenly, something weird happened. Radars were alerted as weird flying creatures or saucers, whatever, we couldn't tell what they were, started flying towards the moon and orbiting the Earth. It was terrifying. We didn't know what was happening. And a second came and continued to orbit the Earth. After 3 days, we began to ready missiles to be sent up to destroy them. And we would collect the wreckage to figure out what they were. And then, just as we were getting ready to fire them, something weird went flying past the Earth and moon. And a strange laser hit it. Under attack, clearly. Some kind. Since the moon was badly damaged, we didn't know what to do, as lasers kept on firing and firing and firing. It was just a rocky ball of fire and ash now, and the laser continued going. We were pretty sure it'd explode, and then after an entire day of firing, it did. There was now nothing orbiting the third planet from the sun. But then something even stranger happened. On the south side of the planet, strange laser came flying towards it, and boom. Luckily no one was inhabiting that side of the Earth. It was Antarctica, so we were fine, but a large percentage of the Earth was destroyed. And then a second laser hit the north, this time killing 7 million people. It's a much more inhabited side. But yet, we still had no idea who was doing this. We had serious suspects, people that were developing similar technology, but it couldn't compare to what was happening here. Lasers began firing at the craters, must have been hundreds and hundreds of miles deep. We didn't know what was doing this, however, we finally figured out who it must be. The only person that was developing even remotely similar technology who broke out of prison 2 years ago. And clearly they had found something helpful. And they started sending pods towards the craters. Created lasers that spun around. As the death toll began to grow closer to 1 billion. A bounty was put on whoever was doing this. Head. The bounty was 7 billion. And every day more and more world leaders were adding to the bounty. A second pod was fired at the south, began spinning and spinning around. Once again, not a very hammered side of the planet. Only a few million people were killed. But it was clear this is an international disaster. The entire 4% of the Earth had been destroyed. The death toll was only 64 million away from an eighth of the world's population. An entire eighth. The entire UK and Scandinavia were gone. A lot of Russia was gone. But then a weird laser ship sent towards Earth, just off the coast of Africa. And then it started spinning around the planet. Destroying it, cutting through Mexico, cutting through the Pacific, cutting through the Atlantic. Full circle. It just narrowly missed Hawaii. And the time I was in New York, 6 years old, and fearing for my life. We didn't know how long it would be until America was hit. All of Canada was destroyed except a small sliver. Toronto was gone. Even the far north of America was badly damaged. Cut through the Philippines. Cut through South India. Cut through Taiwan. Nowhere, absolutely nowhere was safe. And there's a laser made a full ring of the atmosphere. And then eventually the ring of fire was complete. But it kept on going, digging and digging further into the earth. Eventually it would cut it in half. And by this time, an evacuation had been ordered. And as an American child, I was one of the first to be evacuated. However, I had to fly away, watch the planet destroyed. But then a laser started being fired at the sun, and a supernova was caused. Everyone who hadn't already been evacuated was completely disintegrated by one of the most powerful forces in our universe. And we had no idea of what to do or where to go.